morning, children. Hey, today, huh? Oh, shits. Alright, where are we at? Gary Kitchen. No. There we are. A lot of Wheel of Fortune. Man, this really is starring Vanna White. Featuring vagina? Orifice of Fortune? Okay. Thing. Is Vanna short for something? You know, fucking goddamn phantom Nintendo 64 controllers. I'm tormented by them. Like, didn't this show have a host? You know? I mean, good for Vanna, I suppose. Jim? Yeah, sure. Is it mouse? Fucking Jesus, Vanna, slow down! What the fuck is a Fibber McGee? I don't even know what that is. That sounds like a slur. Some dumb American thing nobody else knows about. I suppose Pat Sajak was more expensive, like that'd be my guess. Oh god. I was the only one in the 90s, the rest are like fucking shit. I wish I'd done the 80s ones before I did the fucking 90s one, that sucks. Cause now it's just all gonna be worse. Oh, Jesus. The exciting software version of television's #1 game show. Software. I feel like, you know, the shift in language, culture, and idiom is gonna make solving some old game of, like, Wheel of Fortune fucking puzzles just weirdly challenging, you know? Fibber McGee was the husband part of a husband and wife team radio comedy program. You see, that's what I mean. You know? No. Not a returning champ. Okay. Spin. F1 spin! Oh, this one goes at the sensible speed and the other one didn't. Enter a letter. T. Fucking finally! S. Oh, it's a place. Okay, huh. This might be somewhere in America, I don't know. No, no, no! Thank God. Ah. I eat shit, Jessica and Michelle. Ah. Show him what is one, Pat. I wonder why it's called Golden Edition. I love that these got editions like the fucking dictionary. Let's go this. I want some kind of chronological order to this shit. These really are just like, this is just DLC. This is just updates. Is that even the song that played in the American version? Oh, fuck's sake. I gotta fucking... Look, if you could just remember why... Oh, okay. Wait, no. Alright, it is staying on that. Good. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I am the returning champ. I'm not allowed to change that. Fine. Spin that wheel. Can't! I have had bipolar luck with the Wheel of Fortune games. You know, couldn't get a T in 2 of them. Win 1. And then bankrupt instantly. New 3rd edition. The whole new set of fabulous phrases. It's all here. The familiar theme music. Famous game board. Shapely hostess. Well, we'll see. I mean, this is like, those are pictures from the other one, though. I don't believe you. That's the Vanna White edition. You know, why do you lie to me with your pictures? No. I like how it just trusts you, you know, whether or not you're a returning champ. Spin the wheel. No. No. T. A person. Huh. Todd Tag. Tug job. Tit. Hey, alright. Okay. You know, not a lot there. S. Ah, for shitfister. Is there any other, like... Because there's different pictures on the fucking back. It's doing that thing again where it's just like, oh yeah, here's the good version. Here's probably the, let's face it, the Amiga version. And then you get fucking yellow Vanna White because, you know, fuck you. When Two Worlds War. Well, we'll have a look at this in a second. I gotta go to the turlet. Incorrect. Meat syringe arrived. Been waiting to be able to inject things into meat. Knock. What is that? North Korean rubles? Strategy. Unique, innovative gameplay. Gameplay can be turn-based or real-time. It's your choice. Talk to your computer. Use your own voice to tell the workstation what to do using your ARIA sound card with speech recognition device. I just need to find whatever fucking weird retro PC YouTube channel has one of those things plugged in, because I am super curious as to how that fucking worked. Oh, God. I mean, look, for the people this game is for, you know it's good if it's got, like, a fucking several hundred page goddamn manual. I can think of nothing worse, but okay. When? I wonder if there's a way to get the, voice recognition shit working through this. Kind of curious about that now. Because, I mean, voice recognition is sort of good now. And I say sort of good only in comparison to, like, I've seen it not work, you know? Like, at all. Press activate for quick start. Bing! Ah! I saw this and I thought, like, oh, it's a little shooting game, and it's just not. It's okay. Make your choice: Mad Dog Eddie or Lightning. That is not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea at all. I didn't know there were this many fucking Carmen Sandiego's. I knew where in the world is Carmen Sandiego, and I knew of a where in time is Carmen Sandiego, but I was like, this is just madness. Look at this shit. There's just so many. That's a lot of Carmen Sandiego. Oh well, alright, fine. Might as well learn about America while it's still going. I think just where in the hell is Carmen Sandiego? Where the fuck did Carmen Sandiego go? Sound, at least, Brudebund. Yeah, it is. It reminds me of that bit of like I love the Hitman games, I really do. But just the idea that Agent 47 is inconspicuous is one of the most patently ridiculous fucking things. That it does alienate me from a degree of the seriousness of the games, because I could think of nothing like, look at that guy. Like, even if it was a waiter or something, if I saw a fucking, like, shiny, bald waiter with a barcode tattoo on his head, I would be thinking about that dude for, like, the whole night. I'd be wondering what fucking goth clubby DJ's at after work, for starters. I think a live action Carmen Sandiego could work. I think there's space in the world for shit that's, like, actually fucking educational. We've lost that. That's important. Yeah, my my job network lady says this to me all the time. Yeah, that was one of Stephen Colbert's early bits of voice acting. He's in that. I think he's the commentary in one of the goofy golf games. It's either the golf game or the tennis game. Alright. You know, I thought that maybe the Federal Time Agency would be a little more fucking nervous about someone just piss-farting around in time. You know? Like, to me, that would have... Alright. Yeah, and then they ran out of ideas. Oh, okay, it's just gonna repeat us. Alright. Alright. Records, map. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been paying, okay, the most attention. Okay. I honestly can barely remember how to play these games. There was an Australian one that was about, like, what's his name? For some reason, my brain went to Ned Beatty, and I knew that it was fucking Ned Kelly, but my brain just went Ned Beatty. I was like, huh? That would make this more fun. I have had this fucking tune stuck in my head for like 30 years.
Where on earth is Carmen Sandiego?
When was this? I wonder if it was before fucking... Legit, though, they fucked up by making her hot. Like, you know. I mean, the problem is we're in Europe is Carmen Sandiego. It just sounds like she's on a fucking holiday. You know, maybe she's, like, spending some of her ill-gotten gains. That doesn't look like Carmen Sandiego to me. Alright. Attention. Yes. Yes. That took too long. Not Liechtenstein. Like, you know, at the end of the day, it's like fucking Carmen Sandiego is like the world's biggest employer. Okay. Am I not investigating? There we are. How? Man, like, that's not the game I got to play. My game looked like shit. Where's that version? Fucking you liars, Brudebund. I mean, it's the problem. Like, that's the big problem with Carmen Sandiego. Is like she's the feature of it. You know. Like, name another Carmen Sandiego character. You can't. I wonder if there's any Val 9000 Rule 34. Deluxe. Well, I mean, the thing about this is it produces actual puzzles to solve, you know? Like, it's functionally a more practical application of any of these skills than most fucking educational games manage, you know? Most of the time, it's just, they crudely put, like... Genuinely surprised the rapper somewhere hasn't fucking sampled Countdown to Crime Wave. Yeah, like, what do you know?
Testing. Testing. Hey, is this thing on? Hello. Acme Network login completed. Stand by. It's the chief.
You know what? It's just not gonna get better than that. You know? Not... It's... It's not gonna beat, like, some kind of fucking sapient galactic penis beetle singing at me in its mysterious moon language. No, Grok comes from Stranger in a Strange Land, which is a good book. You should read it. Well, there is Carmen Sandiego. At least we get to see lots of pictures of Carmen Sandiego. I'm telling you, you can't make her hot. Like, it's just, you know... You can have hot lady villains and have them successfully function as villains, but, like, not in this kind of, you know, child's format. You see, now this is what I mean. This is what we need. We need people stealing Niagara Falls. You know? People need to steal some big shit. Somewhere in Europe. Isn't this where we just were? Yeah. Yeah. In fact, I just walked in. I'm not actually a detective. For all you know, I'm Carmen Sandiego. That's what I'd be doing. You know, like, I reckon I could probably steal the Liberty Bell. You know. Just need a truck. Some high-vis gear. Pick it up and take it. The Coyote State. Alright. How do I make them come alive and eat people? Okay. Why would I go to the stadium? Just practicing rebounds. You know, I'd like to take a bike tour through an oil-producing state. Hot dog vendors hear it all. Deluxe approaches. 50 topographic state maps. Is that lady trying to feed a cake to a bison? Oh, God. Fucking look at this.
Acme, Chief here.
Oh, hell yeah, we got some
So,
fucking
you're
speech.
the new detective, huh?
Apparently.
Here's what we know so far. To start your investigation, call Acme Travel Service. Over and out.
Alright.
To start your investigation, phone Acme Travel Service.
This would have been such a big deal in a classroom in the 90s. You know? Speech. Visited. Alright. Oh, okay. What? Why would you say that? His eyes were the color of a forest. What the? Can you say that slightly less poetically? Just for my notes. Two Medicine Lake? Is that real? I don't know enough about America, like, and it's like weird little areas. Alright.
Warrant Division, Wanda speaking. To obtain a warrant, transmit your evidence.
Sorry, Wander, I just wanted to hear your voice. When do you finish? Yeah, can I interview someone about the criminal who doesn't clearly have a crush on the criminal? Oh, this is great. So that was deluxe. And now there's enhanced, but that was from 2 years earlier. So enhanced is going to be worse than deluxe. Yeah. Can I get a non-horny witness, please? Any non-horny witnesses? He was eating grits. What the fuck are grits? Because there is a bunch of that weird southern US food I would like to try, but it's just, all of it's so weird, I don't know if I'm doing it right. You know? And it's one of those things I need someone to make. Otherwise, I'm just, you know, maybe I botch it and I don't know that, you know? Like, and grits are in that pile. I'm just fascinated by it. Who's that woman in the brown fucking jacket? I don't know any woman in a brown jacket. I'm looking for Carmen Sandiego. Damn it. Porridge, huh? I never would have thought it was like a fucking porridge. I mean, you say basically made from corn, huh? Alright. Yeah, it's funny. I've never heard of Lansing. If I were committing a crime, I probably just wouldn't go to the library, you know, and like talk about how I'm getting some essay work done. Yeah. Someone stole the fucking original recipe for Kellogg's cornflakes because they were desperate to stop masturbating. Yeah, like if you'd asked me, I'd have said something like Detroit. Is Chicago there, or is that Illinois? I think that's Illinois. So cheese and grits, alright. See, I wouldn't know that. I don't even know where to get white corn. Is that different? I feel like that's always said in that weird southern way where you know that they so rarely say white without it being paired with race. White corn. Can't Columbo catch him? Isn't gizzards just intestines or something? Alright. Let's investigate the airport. There's just something about the phrase study the Croatian people that leans itself toward me picturing some kind of German laboratory and not, say, a cultural expedition. I mean, I remember this cover. I wonder if Dane Bigham's still gone. It's fucking stuck in my head. Never gonna go away. Huh. You know, I did not know this much about Carmen Sandiego. Spy for the intelligence service of Monaco. I mean, that kind of almost makes sense. Known to her inner circle as Buffy. Freelance aerobic dancer. You know, I understand why you turned to crime. It's caught trying to bribe himself. He seems to have a great fascination for very large marsupials. Alright, we're gonna do this one in chronological order. Okay, so we'll go, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Enhanced! I'm fucked up that her name is Buffy. Like, is that short for anything? Alright. That was in the options territory. Alright, I don't get to have options. Yeah. Famous Jesus about to do the Swanton bomb. No. There we go. Don't know what that is. The funny thing about like the Ned Kelly one was there was no penalty for like inaccurate warrants. So like the teachers put like this prize up for like how to beat it, and I figured that you could just every tiny bit of information you could just add basically like cull everything that didn't have likes tacos, and then just basically just select random warrants with likes tacos, and then you just beat it really quickly. He bragged about dangerous sports. Okay. All of them? Wait, what did someone say? Fucking cattle or some shit. Okay, nah. What the fuck's an austral? Make a killing in cattle. Alright, nah, let's just fucking... let's go Buenos Aires. I know that's got cattle. Ah, there he is. Alright. Deluxe. Deluxe. One time my brother called Juventud urine turd, and I've never been able to think anything else. Why is this one running fast? Everything else has worked perfectly.
Hello,
Yeah.
I am Warren, the Warrant Robot. I will be assisting you in acquiring.
You suck. Where's that warrant lady? I don't like you, warrant robot. I love this blast of information. You know, there's that, and then you look down. All spice combines a taste of cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves. Jesus. Wait. See, I remember this one was on like the SNES and shit. I love Carmen there on a fucking time cycle, just fucking wrecking shit up. That is, look at that. People were hired to make that happen. That's so fantastic. You don't get photo shoot boxes anymore, you know? Okay. Huh. Alright. Hi, Diane. You're not a tulper, are you? Here's your portable chrono rimmer. It is now your job to toss time salad. I mean, of all the parts of Rasputin to steal, you know, his beard wouldn't be the thing I'd go for. Yeah, like if there was one I might have maybe kept, it would have been like, you know, that deluxe one. But the problem is it's all just American shit, which is just, you know, oh fuck yeah. Enough education. I want to play something that looks like this. Fucking look at that. Perfect. Brains are for losers. I do feel like this one of them should have been an FMV. No. Okay. Let's go one. What? Okay. Alright, so there's a joystick one, so fingers crossed here. Does it mean Amstrad? It's gotta be an IBM joystick, right? Alright. Finger lasers! Huh. This is just a bit more, like, you know, involved than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like, just, you know, this fucking... Why am I being followed? Go away. Freaking me out. What's this do? Oh, I don't know, maybe I gotta push a button on it. Fuck out of my way. That's disappointing. That does not live up to this. Not even in the fucking slightest. That and like what we fucking... That are very different fucking things. That, not that. Not even conceptually. Not even like, alright, it's the fucking olden days and I gotta use my imagination. Fuck. Oh, alright, great, fantastic. Okay, come on, end strong. Let's do it. We can fucking have some fun here. Look at that. Wackadoo. Fantastic. Madness. Okay, come on. Fingers crossed. Don't be a fucking ringhole about this. Alright. CD music. Just go software rendering. The nice thing about using software rendering is I can just fucking, you know, force it to go fucking fast anyway. Alright. Okay. So far, so good. Things seem to make sense. I'll drive the Foreskin 270ZX.
Drivers ready! Engines ready! Go!
Look at this just fucking... Hey, fuck you, you fucking ringhole. Alright, that is not... That's tragically not fucking, analog, but we can deal. I don't think any of these other buttons do anything. Oh, okay. Out of my way, fuck ass. Come back here, slave!
Yeah! Give him some! 4 laps remaining!
I feel like there might be like some kind of boost or something that I'm not like, you know. Yeah, Vincent. Oh, fuck you. You're lucky, Vincent. You're lucky I fucked that up. I don't know, I keep getting pulled in that direction. Come here, Vincent. Come here, Vincent. I just want to ram you a little.
Yeah! Give him some!
That negatively impacted me! I mean, I'd hope some of the fucking stages do start to look like that. Alright, yeah, there's some wacky shit. Because okay, that's the first stage. You know, you gotta have some sensible first stage. It can't all be just shenanigans from go. To ease people in. Okay, yeah, cars. Some tracks. Rieswagen, Gort. Okay. God, look at that. Genius. Yeah. Steer left, and if you select a thing and then move a fucking thing, it'll be that thing. This lets you use various things. Fucking genius. Right? What in the fuck? White Death. Or, fuck it, the Finnish can keep it. It feels like a tomorrow problem. Yep. It's a tomorrow problem. Just, wait, I just realized that says various budget DOS down there. Oh boy. I can't wait to break into another various budget DOS title. I mean, that wasn't an awful day. It was basically a huge amount of one thing. But still, as much as I've got no real interest in playing one of those one things, at least, like, you know, at least they just sort of worked. Moderately functional. I wonder if there are modern Wheel of Fortune games. You know, with like speech and shit. Holy shit, there was one on the Wii. There's one on the Switch. Stupid question, Gabriel. Nintendo ads for shit are weird. You know, there's one on mobile. That makes sense, to be honest. You know, you could probably trick people into actually buying vowels. Did I? I have zero recollection of that. Yeah, mine looks great. I I do love that they got like the smile and the eye flutter she does when in a round victory when she says Nipponichi is uncanny. Like, because the eyelash flutter was in Fatal Fury Special. Wasn't in Fatal Fury 2. Yeah, no, it's like a regular fucking thing. People will say, hey, remember when you did or said this? No. Any idea how much shit that fucking covers? Because it's a fucking lot. You know, unlike most sad cunts, I can just do this off the top of my head, you know. It's the side effect advantage of having a brain that's on speed most of the time. It's just going. I don't have to sit down and fucking, you know, pre-write my nonsense. It just lives in me. Yeah, I have literally no memory of playing fucking Switch Wheel of Fortune. Which is weird, because I feel like that's something I'd remember. Like I've gotten like 3/4 of the way through books and then fucking just hit like a sentence and gone, wait, I've read this. I've read this whole fucking book. I mean, it probably was on the PC then, but I fucking, you know, I'll take your word for it. I don't fucking know. The leather outfit's the horniest. That's the stupid fucking thing. My idea for football. Football? Uh, again, I have no idea what you're talking about. Honestly, that's why I follow that fucking let's drown out quotes thing. It's nice to be reminded of funny things I've said. Don't remember them. Off they go. Actual live action video of the fucking vacation packages would amuse me. I love that shit. That crap's like, you know, it's like fucking, you know, late night infomercials, which I don't watch anymore, you know, because I'm just not watching TV at like, I'm not watching like terrestrial television at fucking, you know, 1 a.m. anymore. You know, that, I will say that fucking, the charged fan mix-ups just look fucking heinous to deal with. Your prize today. Giant cocked hentai she-males. I mean, I'm assuming infomercials still exist. Like, we probably won't see the end of that stuff until the boomers really... What the fuck was that? Until the boomers really die out. Something fell down. Whatever. I mean, fuck, there was some wild shit, you know? Like, there was this thing that was meant to make life easier, and it was like a fuck. You know those bottle capping machines? You know, the lever and it presses down so it seals your fucking, homebrew beer and shit. It was like that, except it was just a press, and you had these different fucking blade things that went into it, and so you could just cut like a whole onion or some shit with this. And these like all of these infomercials. This is why I call them fairy tales for adults because it's always this one weird device will fill the hole in you and make your life better in ways that it just it's not going to make dinner easier. It'll make dinner easier, which will make you have more time, which means you'll be able to like finally work on yourself and lose weight and have all the achievements that you're due. And then just there was this one the press the whole thing was this lady's gonna make dinner with just this fucking goddamn press, and it was called the one skillet dinner, and it was just the most batshit insane assembly of ingredients. There was like an onion, like a capsicum, a kielbasa, like she put like maple syrup into the fucking fry pan with it, like just there's this fucking American thing of like just putting maple syrup on shit that has no business having like a sweet on it at all. And I will never fucking get that. I don't know why that's an occurrence. It sort of explains like, just the sheer volume of sugar in everything. The bread is sweet. Everything is just a little bit fucking sweet. Absolutely batshit insane. I don't. Yeah, the slap. I know the slap chop and magic bullet. I remember that. I still have my miracle blades. I don't think I see. Yeah, those are the ones with that guy. I don't. I never saw any of him. I wonder if these things are archived anywhere. No, I don't want the fucking. Not the slap chop. There was just something. I'm gonna have to look it up now. It's gonna drive me insane. Actually, I might just look up one skillet dinner. Probably won't get me anything, but like. No, see, all that food looks sensible. This was deranged. Oh well. They're such weird things, Because there probably will be a time when they're just gone. Like, why are you gonna, even as cheap as they are to fucking make, and the profit margin on them is probably nuts. Like, it's just, the thing that they were doing is just getting surpassed by, like, influencer YouTube and fucking, TikTok and whatever that other fucking one is. Instagram. It's just all being overtaken by that. Like, no one's gonna bother to produce a half-hour goddamn, soap opera on why this fucking thing that, like, cleans while it cooks is useful to your life. It's almost sad in a way, No, not Billy Mays. The guy that looked a bit like Beavis. I don't know if he's alive. I think he might have died or some shit. But yeah, it was that Beavis. Like, I don't ever remember seeing him. I don't know if any of his ads were in Australia or not. But like, I mean, I probably haven't really watched late night infomercials since like 2010, 2011, give or take. You know. So it was the Miracle Blades that it wasn't called the NutriBullet back then. It was something else. Okay, Billy Mays. Yeah, I don't think I don't remember ever seeing Billy Mays either. I think he was an American feature. Because, yeah, now it'll all just be like, why bother doing all that when you can just pay some fucking, you know, dipshit on Instagram or YouTube to talk about your crap? Magic Bullet, that's it. I had a Magic Bullet, it was good. It was one of the, it was after I'd worked like fucking, like 4 50-hour weeks in a row when Mana first opened, and it was open 7 days a week, and I was working basically like fucking almost 12 hours a fucking day. Like, it was just obscene. So I had like just all this fucking cash sitting around, and I'd already bought a plasma TV, and I was like, you know, and I was just remember because you know, for years I'd either smoked weed and watched weird infomercials, or gotten drunk and watched weird, and I was looking at, you know, I was like, I could think of a use for that, and it comes with free miracle blades. I do like that infomercials are where, like, the most toxic traits of professional wrestling wound up, you know. Just getting fucking coked to the gills, cutting a deranged promo, taking some somas so your jaw stops hurting, lying down, going to sleep, and just having your heart just stop beating at the age of fucking 40. Whew! Thunkada, nope. Oh, well. Alright, what day is it? It's like fucking Wednesday or some bullshit, isn't it? Passions. I mean, like, for a stoner in, like, 2001, fucking Passions ruled. Because there's nothing on at 3 p.m. I need you to understand, there's nothing on TV at 3 p.m. Even cable was fairly dry. So, like, fucking Passions, man. There was magic. Fucking, you know, magic, hot Latin girls, and a weird dwarf. And then eventually an orangutan, which... That's the fucked up thing. Because you know what? I bought the fucking Magic Bullet, and it was a really good little fucking blender for, like, you know, you could do lots of shit with it. It had a chopping blade, it had a, you know, it did different shit. So it you know, it's why I have, like, a proper food processor today. Like, sadly, it exploded. I tried to get it to chop, like, some really old Parmesan, and it just fucking busted it hard. But, you know, if you wanted to do some, like, fucking, like, garlic, like, I'd like to chop garlic. Pfft, your garlic's chopped. That was fucking convenient. You know, that was something. It did something. You could say maybe it was overpriced or stupid or whatever, but fine. It at least fucking did fucking something. It cut down my garlic chopping time. And then there's the Juicero, which is genuinely, I don't think there's ever going to be a point where it doesn't upset me to think about. And that's in the face of, like, AI, which is completely not AI, completely doesn't do what it's supposed to do, and is one of the most desperate, like, we just got to get this to do something so the debt collectors don't come for my throat. But at least, you know, if nothing else, at least you can say, well, it entertains the stupidest people on Earth. Okay. You know, if it didn't cost, like, fucking, and its own entire fucking atom mill to run, you probably make an argument for that. And then the Juicero. I just don't know how the people responsible for that weren't burnt at the stake. Not because they're witches, just because it should be long and painful. Home and away. It's just, like, it's so weird because, like, Home and Away and Neighbors are, like, these, like, local shows that somewhere around the 2000s just really weren't being made for the local market anymore. You know, like, Neighbors and Home and Away were huge in England, and I had no fucking idea. And this is, you know, it took, like, a friend's English girlfriend coming over one time, and, like, this was not a woman who you'd expect to be into Home and Away or Neighbors or some shit. And, like, I still remember her just like asking me what Neighbours was up to, because this was like 2005 when there was still like a 6-month gap. You know, we were 6 months ahead in Neighbours, and she was like keen to find out what was happening in Neighbours. I'm like, why the fuck are you asking me about Neighbours, you fucking lunatic? It's like, she's like, you mean you don't want? No, nobody fucking watches. Nobody that's not my grandma watches fucking Neighbours. Do you watch Neighbours? And then just this look on her face of like, eep. Jugs of raw water. People want the snake oil, man. You know, that's the problem. That's the problem with my nice cult idea. Is it's not going to help those people because they want they want the shit. It's what they want. At least some of this shit's killing them quicker. You know, raw milk. Go for it. Chug it. Drink as much of it. Don't get vaccinated. Take all of RFK Jr.'s health advice. Great, fantastic. This problem will sort itself out in hopefully, 5 to 10 years. Because, like, last I checked, it wasn't, I think 10 cancelled it, and I think fucking, one of them fucking goddamn, Amazon Prime or something fucking picked it up and started making more Neighbours. I was like, that's... Because there are human beings that have only ever been on that show, basically. Like, the guy who plays Toady has been on that show since he was, like, 12. He was on that show for, like, literally nearly 30 fucking years of his life. And it's a soap. It's daily. Like, they're working on that just fucking forever. It's not like, oh yeah, you film a season and then you've got like, a chunk of the year off. You're just at work. You live in this fucking place. It's such a weird thing to, I don't want it to die out just because it's so unique. I fear it may do, though. It might be replaced. I mean, reality shows must have made a dent, especially because they cost nothing to produce. That's the problem. Oh well. Tomorrow's Thursday. Played mouthwashing last Sunday, so I gotta figure out something for this Sunday. That was fun. I did enjoy that. I think it's probably one of the better versions of that kind of game. I think if nothing else, just paced very well. And I think that's quite important for those things. You really gotta stick the landing on that pacing. It's fucking super easy to outstay your welcome. Was Margot Robbie on Neighbours? Fuck. Huh. Good for her. She seems to have her head on her shoulders. Like, she's interested in directing as shit. And man, if I were that hot, I wouldn't be interested in doing shit all else. Haha, fuck you. I knew Kylie Minogue did. The Australian guy from House, like, that was weird because, like, he was on Home and Away when my grandma was watching heaps of it. And so that's all I remembered him as, was like one of the doofuses from fucking Home and Away. And then just one day, like, he was just on a House. And I was like, that's fucking weird. How did that happen? It's strange when one of them breaks containment, Because again, the rest are just like, like the guy, like, the guy who plays fucking Toady, he's not gonna get like a fucking, some kind of premiere series on like Apple TV or whatever the fuck. Like, that's just not happening. Most of them don't. Such a weird fucking industry. Alright. I'm gonna figure out something to do for the subscriber stream on Sunday. Tomorrow, more fucking DOS. But at least we got to get the fucking Carmen Sandiego theme stuck in our heads. Alright. Back tomorrow. Until then, watch my show, or I'll bash your fucking kids.